Good evening, I'm Heather Skoll.
And I'm Bart Bedsole. Thanks for making us your choice for news at 10 o'clock. The warning signs are glaring in the 100-plus pages unsealed related to the alleged Club Q shooter's previous arrest last year.
And the deeper we dig, the more it becomes apparent family members of Anderson Aldrich felt terrorized in the years and months prior to the alleged 2021 bomb threat in the lead up to the Club Q shooting. KRDO News Channel 13 Spencer Soisher joins us live in our newsroom right now after sitting down with that huge cache of documents. And Spencer, what are we learning about the case now?
Heather and Bart, these documents paint a picture of two grandparents who lived in fear of their grandchild, sleeping with a baseball bat by their bed and doing anything that they could to avoid angering Aldrich. Roughly a year after Anderson Aldrich was arrested in 2021 for kidnapping and menacing charges, the case was dismissed and sealed. But prior to that happening, the brother and sister of Anderson's grandfather wrote a letter to the judge in the case saying that the family was dealing with a ticking time bomb. That letter stating that it all started when Aldrich was younger, homeschooled in Texas because Anderson, also known as Andy, couldn't get along with other kids. Later, when Aldrich was in high school, the family writes that Aldrich attacked his grandfather, sending him to the emergency room. The exact description of his injuries redacted from court documents. The family writes that Aldrich's grandfather even lied to the doctors in the ER about what happened, fearing retaliation if he told the truth about what happened. Then an issue at the Lawson Ranch home in 2021. The grandparents reportedly left the home, scared Aldrich would kill them with guns and ammunition. The couple eventually moved to Florida, where that subpoena couldn't be served.
Why they were not successful, you would have to ask people that were trying to be served why they were not successful.
At one point, after another incident that sent Aldrich to jail briefly, the grandmother gave Aldrich roughly $30,000 upon his release. The family says Aldrich used the money to buy a 3D printer and put it to work making homemade guns. It's notable that just after escaping their home the day of the 2021 bomb scare in Lawson Ranch, the grandmother told investigators that Aldrich had held them at gunpoint with a plastic ghost gun. The district attorney's office says that Aldrich's grandparents refused to testify against them in court, at one point even filing a legal injunction against prosecutors to block their subpoenas. The grandfather's brother says his sibling was, quote, living in a virtual prison because he was so scared of Aldrich, adding that if Aldrich was out of jail, he was certain that he would murder his grandparents. Despite all of that, prosecutors say that non-cooperation from the grandparents was the main deciding factor in this case being dismissed. In the newsroom, I'm Spencer Soisher for KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, Spencer, thank you.